Hello, my lovelies. It is VEDA Day 28, and I've got nothing. That's when, like, if I had a theme song, it would play. Yeah. Um, I would like to have a theme song. I've been trying to get my band on it for the last 2 years to record something for me, so I would have a theme song for my videos. That hasn't happened. Any hoodles. Yeah, I got nothing today. The next 2 days are covered. Tomorrow, I'm trying to cobble together all of my hair toys. I don't think I've found them all yet, but you'll at least get to see what the bulk of them are. And the final VEDA, day 30, is my shoes. I have over 50 pair. My husband always said I had a lot of shoes, but I've never seen them all in one place, so I just kind of disregarded his claims. But they are all currently sitting on the floor in my kitchen because I had to repair and clean and just, some general maintenance before they were camera ready, and some of them are so beat up, but whatever. Yeah, I haven't counted them yet, but I just kind of there's over 50 pairs. Anyway, so that's our last day. You guys knew that was coming, and yeah, tomorrow we're going to do hair toys. But for today, since I've been getting everything ready for the next 2 days, I had nothing for today. I was hoping, when I started doing the VEDA, I was really hoping that one of them, Jamie would have had time to sit down with us and talk about curly hair and just herself and stuff like that, but she hasn't had any time at all. I was also hoping to have some manis to put up, but you guys saw I managed one for the whole month that didn't look terrible. Like, they're not even painted now. So I've just been all month on nail polish. For some reason, it's just not been working out for me. So those went away. I had, kind of plotted out what we were going to cover, but then I lost some, so I've been scrambling, and I don't have anything for today. There's nothing. But I came up with something sort of fun. And before we get to that, we'll do accessories. You see I'm wearing glasses. I am wearing JJJ's pretzel bun in my hair, and my Murphy hair fork from Tatiana from Serious Hair Toys that she made for me last year. This was my birthday anniversary present from my old man. My earrings, I made more terrible wire work from yours truly. I needed a thicker gauge wire so they would stay kind of round, but I just did the rainbow little beads. You see, I don't know. Yeah. And I'm wearing my TARDIS necklace from Siobhan. I wear this a lot, actually. I like it. So, yeah, so our fun thing today. So since I had absolutely nothing to discuss, no ideas, my brain is completely dead, I posted on Facebook. I have VEDAs for the next 2 days covered. I'm reading from my Facebook. I have VEDAs for the next 2 days covered. However, I've got diddly squat for today. Nothing at all. Help, I need a topic. Something, anything, please. This is what we've got. Book or movie reviews. A recipe. We are going to do recipes again, but I think I'm going to end up doing, twice a month. We will do the Pinterest recipe, and we're going to make my husband taste it and see how it is. So that you'll get a real opinion instead of just mine. So that will be, a new feature or whatever. Books, I told you guys, the last things I read were Val McDermid books, and that's been, over a month ago. And as far as movies, I haven't watched a movie since I watched Guardians of the Galaxy on DVD or Blu-ray when I bought it. I haven't watched a movie since then. Not one that I remember. I don't think I've watched a movie since. Other than the stuff that my husband always says playing on TV, which is probably either The Day After Tomorrow or one of the Bourne movies, or Say Anything was just on a little while ago. So, you know, any hoodles. Rose tells me I should play the drums. Incidentally, they are down since we got rid of the window and put in the French doors in my house. My drum kit used to sit in front of the window, but since that is now the back door, I take my drum kit down. So it is all stacked. Besides, just playing the drums with no other music is not very interesting. At least not when I do it, because I'm not fancy. Jessica says, beards! I have nothing to say about beards. They're hair that grows out of someone's face. You should take care of your beard as well as you take care of your hair. But I don't really have anything to say about beards. This one I don't really get. What's a question you are secretly hoping to never answer? I don't even know how to answer that. I answer pretty much any question. I don't have any secrets. So, yeah. Something crafty or your favorite homemade outfits. Well, in order to do something crafty, it takes preparation. A gathering of materials, a gathering of whatever, and an idea of something to make. And I got nothing. I have no creative juice in me today. There's not a bit of it. It's gone. Favorite homemade outfits. Oh, this is things I've sewn. You guys seem to think that I can actually sew. I can't. I mean, I can make some clothes, but it's not like I would never give them as presents to somebody else. I made jammy pants for my nieces once. And I don't think I've taken in clothes for people and I've hemmed things, but like, I still haven't even tried to sew a sleeve yet. Just somebody also asked for me to do tutorials on sewing. You guys, you don't even understand. It takes me 6 hours to make a pair of pajama pants. 6 hours. It took me 3 solid days to make a skirt and top for my TARDIS dress. 3 days. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'll work on it an hour. I'm talking 8 hours each day. I cannot possibly make a tutorial. It takes me so long to do any. No, that's never going to happen. I'm never going to have a sewing tutorial. There are many sewing tutorials on YouTube. Go find a real sewer instead of me trying to wing it. Let's see. Floral arrangements, because that is something I can do. However, I have no flowers. So I can't really do that one. All I can think about right now is food. I got nothing. That's okay, Andrea. That's totally okay. And then she did actually come up with something, which was, you can talk about some of your favorite memories. So this is the thing about the brain fog that I experience. I don't know that I have any memories. Like when you say, what's your favorite memory? I got nothing. I just have like a whole jumble of just images, and like I don't have a favorite. I would need somebody who was either in the memory or somebody else who remembered something and said, oh, hey, do you remember that time? And then it would pop up in my head, and then I could talk about it. But just kind of what are your favorite memories? I just have a big old jumble of mush up there. I don't know if that's my own particular brain or I don't know. So, somebody asked what VEDAs were. Somebody has not seen, because all month, every day, I have posted them to Facebook, so somebody hasn't seen any of those posts. VEDA is vlog every day of April, by the way. Future goals or bucket list. I don't have one, and I have no future goals. None. My future goals, I want to get my hysterectomy. I never have enough money saved up to afford it. My house is sided now, so I guess my immediate future goals are getting the house painted, getting our deck torn down, and a patio slab poured, and a new 6-foot fence so that Cass can't jump the fence. That's as far into the future as I'm planning. I have no goals. I have no bucket list. Because I don't see any way I would ever be able to do the things I would want to put on my bucket list, so I'm not even going to torture myself with that. I share the love video for other YouTubers you love. Well, I shout out YouTubers I love all the time, so it's one of those things. Also, my subscriptions aren't high enough that I'm really going to have an impact on anybody, I don't think. All of the YouTubers I love have more subscribers than I do, so I don't know. I mean, I shout out Shannon and Siobhan all the time, but they both have more subbies than I do now. And everybody else, I mean, who do I watch? Graveyard Girl, she's in the hundreds of thousands. Jenna Marble, she's in, what, 5 million? So, I mean, I watch what you guys watch, for the most part. Because I see a lot of you commenting underneath some of the people I watch. Oh, there is one gaming channel I really like, Many a True Nerd. I like that. And the Shoddy Cast, I like that too. But that's almost, you know, I don't have a ton of gamer girls, so they're not going to watch that, so... let's see. Memories are cool. Tell us funny stories. What are your most embarrassing stories? Again, I've got nothing. I don't get embarrassed. I'm sure I probably should be embarrassed about things, but I don't care. If it happens, I'm just like, oh, it happened. So, I don't know. I don't let that kind of thing bother me. And I couldn't even think of any funny stories, which is really, really sad. I used to be a fairly decent storyteller, but since I have seen no new people in so long, and since, you know, like when you first get to know somebody, you tell them like different stories of your youth or all that stuff, right? I have had no immediate new people in my life for so long that I have like lost the art of being able to tell stories because everybody's already heard my stories and I have nothing new to offer. Which is, kind of sucks. Unless, like I said, somebody could spark a particular memory and then maybe I could come up with something, but yeah. Sing air guitar to some Night Ranger, which I'm sure would be extremely entertaining actually. And if it wasn't copywritten and me get in trouble for it, I'd probably play a little bit of Sister Christian for you and rock out. But they'll yank my videos and then I will be punished, so I can't do that. Spring flowers. In my front yard, I have tulips and bleeding hearts, and my azaleas are blooming, but it's dark outside right now, so that doesn't really help us. Point the webcam at Joe while he watches political news shows. Yeah. You will be happy to know, Cindy, that there's a lot less of that going on. I don't let him watch it nearly as much because I got tired of all the yelling. Doggy cam, solid 10 minutes of the dogs being cute. I actually did go through the footage I had on my phone of the dogs playing in the yard. They weren't being especially cute. They're being super cute. I start recording and they all stop and look at me like, what are you doing, Mommy? So, never work with dogs and children. Let's see. One of the million tag videos floating around. Well, I've had to resort to a couple of those this month, as you may have noticed. Have you discussed why you started vlogging? Just some added stuff. I started the hair channel. I already went over that. That's in one of the previous VEDAs. I don't know what number. I'm not looking it up. But as far as doing like the vlog portions, I just kept getting asked so many questions that I felt like maybe I should start answering them in this sort of kind of format. I also tend to babble a lot. So I figured I could maybe try and keep the babbling out of the hair tutorials more if I had this avenue to talk to you guys. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, it seems to be working. And I like it. These are so much easier. Usually, it's just been, when you have to do it every day, sometimes it gets hard. Usually these are easier to do than the hair tutorials. But yeah, selfish reasons. I started vlogging for selfish reasons. Just so I can talk to you guys. And because I was discussing this earlier, Dreamcast your favorite or well-known book or story, or recast a previously made film. I've got a Dreamcast. I'd have to sit and really think. I could probably do it if somebody was like, what about this book? And then I could think about who I would want to cast in a particular book. But, like, I just, off the top of my head, I can't. I don't know. I used to do it with Anne Rice books. But, I mean, that was forever ago, so none of those people could play them now because they're all old. I do know that sometimes I love to see who's cast when they do things like books, like Game of Thrones. I've been really excited about seeing who gets cast for what parts. You know, initially you look to see what they look like. And then if you are familiar with their work, you can kind of debate whether or not, you know, they're going to be a good fit. Like, for example, way back in season 1 when Peter Dinklage got cast as Tyrion Lannister. Now, if you've read the books, you know Tyrion in the books is grotesque. He has 2 different colored eyes. His back is kind of hunched. He's not an attractive person. But Peter Dinklage is an extremely attractive person. And to me, that casting was fabulous because the thing is, the Lannisters are attractive people. They're blondes. They're blue-eyed. They're pretty. I mean, Jaime's pretty. Cersei's pretty. Those 3 children are pretty. It's a pretty, and they're a very attractive family. So by casting Peter Dinklage and having yet another attractive Lannister, just a little on the short side, I actually thought that was even better than the books. That improved upon it because it made more sense. He's still a Lannister, and he's still attractive, just like the rest of them are. So, like, that was awesome. And when they cast Brienne and I found out that Gwendolyn Christie was indeed 6 foot, how tall is Gwendolyn? 6'3", 6'4"? She's tall. That makes me so happy because I needed Brienne to be a tall girl. Yeah, and I still say that they cast those children just great. So, like, that's an example of, I don't want to change that cast. That cast is perfect. Or you have something like Doctor Who. Every generation you get a new one. And when we found out Matt Smith was leaving the show, I did a little fantasy casting in my head. There were 2 people I was pulling for that I knew weren't probably even up for the job, or I don't know. I really, really wanted Helen Mirren because I thought it was about time we had a lady doctor. And I think Helen Mirren would be awesome. Maybe even Dame Judi Dench because I love her. I love Judi Dench so much. But, you know, for a lady, those would have been my 2. And if they were going to go with another dude, I really, really wanted Idris Elba because I love him. It's so manly. But it would definitely be a different doctor. Those were my picks. Which they didn't go with either of those, but okay. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. But, like, as far, like, if I had been reading some books recently, I would be able to tell you who we should cast. But I haven't been reading recently. And as far as, like, recasting old movies, I hate that they keep remaking movies in Hollywood. Stop it. Write something new. You guys, it was fine the first time. Why do we have to watch the same movie again? They're going to reboot Spider-Man again, for God's sakes. There was nothing wrong with Tobey Maguire. I don't even know why we had to have Andrew Garfield. And now they've kicked him, and they're going with yet again somebody. No, stop. Nobody wants to see that. Anyways, okay. Well, look, I filled up 20 minutes. We have a VEDA. Yay, everybody. Thank you so much. Didn't work out quite like I thought it would, but it still worked out. So I'm going to shut up and go, and just rest assured that tomorrow's VEDA will be hair toys, and Thursday's VEDA will be shoes. So we have those covered. All right, my lovelies. Until then, have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.